This is Steam Deck.
Okay.
Steam Deck is our powerful.
Also, yeah, Steam Deck. There's no new
handheld
Steam Deck.
gaming
It's the
PC
same as
that lets
before.
you take your Steam library with you anywhere. We're pretty proud of it.
So this is a
People who own
video from
Steam
Valve.
Decks have been playing everywhere, and we couldn't be happier with the response we've heard from all of you. We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of. This is a video about the future of Steam hardware.
Steam
Today,
hardware.
We're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup.
3.
All connect you with powerful PC gaming.
Steam Machine.
All are optimized
Steam
for
VR.
gaming with Steam.
Steam
and
controller.
all are shipping in early 2026. Let's start with this one.
Shipping early 2026. And they're starting with the least exciting thing. A controller. I actually haven't watched this video yet, funny enough.
This is the new Steam controller.
Okay.
Play any game with your Steam controller, even games never built with a controller in mind. It has all the great features from Steam Deck, like trackpads, gyro, and back buttons, all in a comfortable form.
It's got back buttons.
Its next-generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play.
Oh, it
with
also has the
improved
layout of
responsiveness
a
and
PlayStation
longevity.
controller
We've put
versus...
capacitive touch sensors on.
So, Xbox and Switch controllers have the asymmetrical thumbsticks, right? You know, the left thumbstick up top versus one at the bottom. The new Steam controller has them kind of, actually, they're not really down. They're kind of down-ish, but more middle-ish. Thinking about it. Here and here. And then you got the D-pad here. But then also it's got ABXY like an Xbox controller. That layout there. You know, the placement for ABXY. And then it also has 2 trackpads down, which I can't stand trackpads, but that's me personally. And it's got extra controllers on the back. Buttons on the back.
The thumbsticks, and
Yeah.
now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming.
And it has
with the touch of
gyro
your
aiming,
thumb,
which an
or
Xbox
your
controller
pinky
does not
if
have.
You're feeling fancy. Play for way too long with the
Which
rechargeable
controller have gyro?
lithium-ion battery
Pro
that
controller?
allows for
It
over
might.
35 hours of playtime.
35 hours of
With Steam
playtime.
controller, we want to make
Works for
charging
me.
and wireless pairing something that's actually easy. That's why we created the Puck. The Puck is a combination
Puck.
wireless adapter and magnetic charger included
Okay.
with every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge.
So you
Once
keep the
you're charged
puck
up,
out for
snap it
wireless
off again.
connectivity.
You can play
And you
over
can just put the
Bluetooth
controller in there
or
to
a
charge
wired
it.
connection,
Okay,
too.
that I
The
like.
new Steam controller
I like that
works with
puck.
any device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone, Steam Deck, or the new Steam Machine. Oh, this is the new Steam Machine.
New Steam Machine. Specs-wise, this is very disappointing, but it looks cool.
Steam Machine is a powerful gaming PC in a small but mighty package, designed for your games on the big screen. It's quiet too.
Specs-wise, it's worse, but
since it's
slightly
6 times
better
more
than a
powerful
PS5 and
Steam
Series
Deck,
X.
powered
Series
by a
X.
discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU,
Give or take.
enabling 4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR.
I mean, does it
Steam
though?
Machine runs SteamOS.
Does
made
it
for a bigger
really
screen,
though?
Built for gaming in your living room, your
It's
office,
the Valve game.
or wherever you
Seriously,
play,
it looks
with the
kind
rest
of
of your PC
like a
accessories.
Valve version of a
Steam
GameCube,
Machine borrows
shape-wise.
some great features from Steam Deck, like lightning-fast sleep and wake, an SD card
And again,
slot
this
to
uses
easily expand
SteamOS.
your storage, and bring some new
With
tricks
Linux
of
in the
its own,
background.
like a customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show. Steam Machine is a PC, so run whatever software you want, and it works with all your favorite desktop and
Yeah,
gaming accessories.
here's the thing.
Steam Machine
You have to install Windows yourself. It doesn't come with Windows. You have to install Windows. And I believe not all games on Steam will work with Linux.
is designed to work hand in hand with the
But
Steam controller.
it's an
with
added
the
thing.
low latency,
You have
wireless
access to
connectivity
the
of the
vast
Steam
majority
controller
of your
part
Steam
built right
library.
in. And it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame. Oh, yep. This is Steam Frame.
And here's the VR headset. Steam Frame. I'm not gonna lie, that's a terrible name. But it's a new VR headset.
Steam Frame is Valve's next generation VR hardware. Stream all your Steam games, VR and non-VR alike, in this comfortable, lightweight, wireless VR headset. Steam Frame uses camera-based tracking, so getting into your games is as easy as slipping on the headset and waking it up. Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking for all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumbsticks as Steam controller for responsiveness and longevity. Steam Frame also pairs seamlessly with the new Steam controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the headset. To make sure streaming is smooth and stable,
I don't know, non-VR game with a
Steam
VR
Frame
headset?
includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games
Also, yeah,
from your PC
you need to
your
connect it
headset
to a
over
PC.
A fast and dedicated
Or I guess the
Wi-Fi
Steam
6
machine.
connection. And the game is streamed to your frame optimized for VR, using new technology that allows for the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking. And Steam Frame is a PC, running Steam OS. In addition to streaming, you can install and play a
So when I
bunch of
picture
VR
PC, I
and
picture
non-VR
Windows,
games right in the headset with
not
a host PC.
Steam OS,
You can also expand
Linux,
your
but-
onboard storage to fit even more
What do
games
I know?
with a micro SD card. Steam controller, Steam machine, and Steam Frame. All built with the same DNA as Steam Deck. All powered by Steam.
But yeah, no
work
new Steam
together,
Deck.
And can be
Steam Deck
used
is remaining the
however
same.
you'd like, with whatever peripherals and accessories.
I think
you
Valve
choose.
said they want a
Everything you see
generational leap
here
before
is
they
the
release a new
culmination
Steam
of
Deck.
What we've learned from our previous hardware
Without making it
experience
super
and what
expensive.
we've wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in
So
an
new
open
Steam Deck's probably a
ecosystem, giving you more ways to enjoy the games you
few years
love
away?
and discover new ones. Steam controller, Steam machine, and Steam Frame are all shipping in early 2026.
Early 2026, they'll start
Learn
shipping.
more at steampowered.com.
So the Steam machine, Steam Frame, VR headset, and the controllers, and controllers and a new Steam controller, will be available in the U.S., Canada, UK, Europe. The UK is part of Europe, anyways. Australia, but not New Zealand, as well as Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Taiwan is where they'll be available. I didn't even know Linux was a thing until I got Steam in 2014. Yeah, no worries, it's fine. We don't know the prices. That's the key thing. We do not know the prices. I'm gonna guess the controller is probably gonna be like $80, maybe. Okay. Given the specs of the new Steam controller, it might be $100. Given this program, then again, it's Nintendo. So maybe it'd be best case scenario, the Steam controller will be $80. Otherwise, it'd be 90 or 100 is most likely. Given things, that's just a guess. I honestly don't know. Specs wise, for the Steam machine. So yeah, your games on the big screen, powerful PC gaming made easy. I wouldn't really use the word powerful, but that's just me. Your Steam library in more places with over 6 times the horsepower of Steam Deck, which I'm not saying much. Steam Machine has the power to play your whole Steam library, including your favorite AAA titles, but how well? Just sign in with your Steam account and your entire library is... Here's the thing. Then you go down here. And then you get these specs here. Which are not great. Semi-custom AMD 4. Up to 4.8 gigahertz at 30 watts. GPU, semi-custom AMD RDNA 3, 28 clock units. 2.4 gigahertz, max sustain clock, 110 watts. RAM, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM plus 8 gigabytes of VRAM. That's fairly low. That's fairly low when they said I know they said FSR, so upscaling. But 4K 60, yeah, that might be pushing it for just about every game. Given these specs. But yeah, from what I've read, the GPU is potentially 20 to 30% worse than a PS5 or Series X. And the CPU is a bit more powerful, obviously, with the latest tech than the PS5 and Series X CPUs. However, Valve will not be selling this at a loss. At least unlikely they'll be selling this at a loss. I mean, it's be more niche. Nothing wrong with being a more niche device. As I mentioned, the rumors of what the next gen Xbox is going to be of a hybrid between a PC and a console. I guess kind of what the Steam machine is, but being more powerful. That's gonna be more niche. Different audiences, as you would say. But yeah, specs wise, this is kind of for 2025. If this came out in 2020, 2021, maybe 2022, okay. But given it comparing the PS5 and Series X, yeah, you would have thought it'd be more powerful. What we don't know is the price. That's the thing. Remember, the PS5 is $500 for the digital edition, $550 for the disc drive. This obviously does not come with a disc drive, which, shit, it runs Steam games. Of course, there's no disc drive in it. It does have a display port on the back. which is what more PCs are known for, having a DisplayPort as well as HDMI. Of course, AC power, Ethernet. And it's got USB-C, USB 2, and USB 3, micro SD. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, I like the look of, I like the design. But specs-wise, it's kind of But what is cool, though? 300? There's no way it'll be 300. If it's 400, I'd be surprised if it was $400. Remember, this will not be sold at a loss. Some ways it's worse than the current gen console. Sometimes it's slightly better. So I'm expecting, best case scenario, similar pricing to the current gen consoles. $499 to $599 is my guess. But there are 2 SKUs, which will help bring the price down depending on which one. 2 Steam Machine models. One with 512 gigabyte SSD. Holy shit, that's tiny. It's like, I know the Series S comes with a 512 gigabyte SSD, but my god. You can install 1 Call of Duty, and that's it. Also, the operating system will eat up into the storage space. Or a 2 terabyte SSD. Yeah, that's kind of weird. No. Yeah. I have a 512 gigabyte Series S. It's nowhere near enough space. Is it 2 Call of Duty? Sorry, it's 2 Call of Duties. You mean the latest one and one from 10 years ago? 20 years ago? It's a fair joke. But yeah, no, I'm realizing there is the Call of Duty launcher type thing, so maybe that's what it is. And you would have multiple Call of Duty games. Anyways, yeah, not much. It's not much you can fit with the biggest AAA games. Most modern AAA games are over 100 gigabytes at this point. Obviously, Nintendo's a different story. But Nintendo games aren't exactly cutting edge. So, okay, two Call of Duty games. Wow, amazing. Obviously, for your standard AAA games, you may be talking, best case scenario, 5. Modern AAA games. Best case scenario, like 5. But then again, you subtract the operating system, maybe 4 in reality. And then 2 terabytes. Like, those are options. So, maybe, I mean, the question is, what's the price difference? I'm assuming, I mean, if it's $100, it's not bad. That's how it was on PS4, right? But these are SSDs at least. These are SSDs at least. It could be worse. So at least they're solid state drives and not old school hard drives. Yeah. I mean, I guess best case scenario $399 and then $499. I honestly don't know what the price difference between a 500 gigabyte SSD and 2 terabyte is. But I think $399, $499 is the best case scenario, but Valve is probably gonna want to make a little bit of money off of these. So something's telling me $499 and $599. Because specs-wise, it's a little bit worse in some ways than the current gen consoles, but it's a little bit better in the CPU aspect. CPU is a bit better, GPU is a bit worse. So they might go similar pricing. You know, they might go $499 and $599. So $500 and $600, or $500 maybe for the 512 gigabyte. $600 for the 2 terabyte. I realized the PS5, the digital edition of 500, it comes with an 825 gigabyte SSD. It's a bit more than the 512 gigabytes. But, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. It's niche. I've got nothing against it. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to be like, how dare they? Oh, it's terrible. I don't care. There's going to be some people who want this. There's going to be, there'll be enough people who want this. There's enough people who bought a Steam Deck. There's enough people who are buying the other handheld Windows-based PCs, Go back to the top here. Steam library, we mentioned that. Core features that define the Steam machine. Steam OS. An operating system optimized for gaming with fast suspend, resume, and cloud saves, and that's just the start. Small form factor. Put it under your TV. Set it on your desk. Hide it under a banana. It's powerful Hide it under a banana. Powerful PC gaming packed into a roughly 6-inch cube. I don't have a... I had a thing in my room to measure. That might be more useful. Measure like my Series S. It's taller than a Series S, but nowhere near as wide. I mean, it's a cube, obviously. So it's 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches. I mean, that is tiny compared to a PS5 or even Series X. I'm not sure. It might be like half the size of it. I don't know how big the Series X is. I mean, the Series X might be 6 inches by 6 inches, but obviously it's more than 6 inches tall. Obviously, it's smaller than the current gen console. So there's that. Steam Machine keeps cool and runs whisper quiet. I/O for days. Ready for all your peripheral and monitors you can throw at it. 1 gigabyte Ethernet display, port 1.4, HDMI 2.0, which is weird. That's not HDMI 2.1. 1 USB-C and 4 USB-A ports. 4K game at 60 FPS. We already discussed that stuff, which, yeah. Storage, we discussed. Connectivity, Wi-Fi. I don't know what that means. No power, no giant brick. The Steam Machine's power supply is built right into it. There's no power brick. It's built into the machine itself. You have, as you can see there, you have faceplates on it. Kind of like if you remember on the Xbox 360, you could change the faceplates on it. At least the original version of the 360. There's an LED strip too, which they mentioned. I mean that's cool, I guess. Interesting how they're having it running Windows. Wait, is that Windows? I can't tell. I honestly have no idea what Linux looks like, so maybe it's Linux. I'm not sure. Optimized for gaming. It runs SteamOS. Steam Machine runs Valve's gaming first operating system. SteamOS is designed to provide plug-and-play user experience, yada yada. If you have Steam installed, you have SteamOS on your computer, by the way. Just press big picture mode, and there you go. That's basically what the SteamOS is. And Steam Machine verify. So if you remember on Steam Deck, there's a verify thing. So if a game can run on the Steam Deck, it gets a verified checkmark. Steam Machine is going to have the exact same thing. We are expanding our verify program to include ratings for Steam Machine so customers can understand how their games will run. And I believe any game that is Steam Deck verified will automatically be Steam Machine verified, which, I mean, duh, it's far more powerful. So you would hope so. And it's a PC. Yes, Steam Machine is optimized for game, but it's still your PC. Install your own apps or even another operating system. Who are we to tell you how to use your computer? Of course, you have to buy Windows and install it. But that is not. Steam Machine plays well wherever Steam is. Made for Steam controller. I'm assuming you could probably use an Xbox controller on it. Or PlayStation controller. Maybe a Switch controller? I'm not sure on that one. Great for streaming. Yeah. Okay. So that's the Steam Machine. Controller. So, yeah, as I've mentioned, play your host Steam library, blah, blah, blah. Can we just... High definition, it's got rumble. It's got gyro built in, which I know an Xbox controller does not have. I don't know if it plays it. Emerald, does the PlayStation controller, the DualSense controller, have gyro built in? Honestly, don't know. Next generation magnetic thumbs. I mean, new thumbs. I mean, that's the one. I mean, that's like the one really good thing about it is the one issue with the Nintendo controllers, Xbox controllers, and PlayStation controllers, the thumbsticks are prone to failing. Or getting stick drift, I should say. I think the Switch is like the worst out of the three. But they're having different technology in it, so hopefully stick drift is less likely to happen, or will take a lot longer to start happening. Yeah, it does. Okay. So that's the one positive. And you can connect it to your Steam Deck and do co-op stuff. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's basically, actually... Oh, yeah, realizing it's a Steam Deck. It's a Steam Deck without a screen in the middle. The layout, that's what the exact layout is, actually, with the two track... I don't care for trackpads, but, you know. I guess it gives you more options. I probably would just disable it immediately. Can we just get a picture of it? No? Okay, we'll get ABXY, the two sticks. The R1, L1, R2, L2, or the bumper / triggers on the Xbox controller. Then you get R4 and R5, though, extra buttons. Then they said to last up to 35 plus hours of gameplay. Battery life of track gameplay with Steam Frame is reduced. Oh, yeah, if you're using it with the, with this. Oops. Close that there. Your game in every dimension. So yeah, this is the VR headset. The Steam Frame. And they're showing Half-Life 2, or is that Half-Life Alyx? I really have no idea. I've not played Half-Life Alyx. Honestly, it looks fairly small and ergonomic to wear. Designed for comfort, easy to use. I mean, they're showing a grandmother wearing it. Maybe that's a good sign. Oh, yeah, high quality streaming first experience. But here's the thing, though. The specs of it, the screens are LCD. They're not OLED, which is weird. Well, they would have gone OLED at this point, but I guess not. They're 2160 by 2160 LCD per eye. Okay, the MetaQuest screens are 2064 by 2208 pixels per eye. Okay, so they're comparable with the MetaQuest 3. Okay. And the PlayStation VR 2 displays have 2000 by 2040 pixels per eye. Okay, so it's slightly more pixels per eye than the PlayStation VR 2, so it's similar. They're comparable. I was wondering about that, pixels. Problem is that old controllers are better than what we currently have. Yeah, well, the old controllers didn't have stick drift as an issue. Or at least, they would last a lot longer before they did. So it's comparable. So this VR is comparable to current other top-of-line VR headsets. Again, we don't know the price. I tried VR. I like it, but it's way too expensive. It's way too expensive. Also, I'm not sure I care for this new controller, but, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, price-wise, it's way too expensive. Plus, I don't exactly have the room for it. You know, I don't exactly have the room anymore. That's the thing. Okay. Phil Spencer, Microsoft Gaming CEO, did post on social media about the Steam machine. Gaming moves forward when players and developers have more ways to play and create, especially across open platforms. Expanding access across PC, console, and handheld devices reflects a future built on choice. Core values that have guided Xbox's vision from the start. As one of the largest publishers on Xbox, I mean, sure, especially not to own Activision, and Bethesda, we welcome new options for players to access games everywhere. Congrats on today's launch. I know I said launch. Announcement, be more accurate, because it's not coming out till early next year. Oh yeah, I guess you could say, here's a photo of the machines.